Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In this video we'll be getting our scaffold widget into our application. Now this application was made in the first video and we have a very simple application that just displays hello world. Okay, now what if I want an app bar and a floating button and all that? Well, Material app does have many widgets you can put for the home, right? But Material just gives you a white screen, and I actually want an app bar, so we can change this to be a scaffold, and we'll delete this child element. Now we have our app bar property we can use, and we can use this. And as you can see, this takes a preferred size widget. So let's see if there is something like that, preferred size. And yeah, so we could make our custom app bar, but Material Design provides us with one that's called app bar. Now we get this error because we need to remove const. In app bar, we can specify, actually let's just save this for now. Now we get that. In app bar, we can specify a title that can be called a text widget. I'm going to call this app Flutter course. Flutter course. Again, we'll just put in a constant right there. That's it. Let's save that. Now on iOS, this should be in the center. On Android, most applications have it on the left. Now I want it in the center. What we can do is put center title to be true. Save that. It's in the center. Now I don't like to keep center title here, and I will explain why. But we can also specify a background color and elevation, because if you've noticed, there is a little bit of shadow which we can change. So where should we do this? Because there is an elevation property. Well, in Material app, let's hover. We should have a theme that takes in a theme data. Right? And in here, let me actually move this to the top. In this, we can specify some stuff. So there are there's a lot of stuff in here. Like you can say primary color, the primary swatch. But you could fetch the primary color or the primary swatch and make this. But I want it specifically for the app bar. So app bar theme. This will take an app bar theme. In here, we can specify our background color. Colors dot red 600. Save that. As you can see, that's looking fine. Now let's see, why is this like that? Let's see. Just a minute. Why have I put there? And I'll put that. Yes. So yeah, we have our background color. Now I want it at the center, so now we can put it in the center. Now it's in the center. We can elevation, we can put that to 0. Now we have it. No elevation, no shadow. Okay, that's looking nice. Now, why did I just not do this inside the app by itself? Well, when you do themes, you can specify a lot, like text, button theme, text theme, maybe an elevated button theme, text button theme, some input decoration theme, accent icon theme, primary icon theme, maybe some icon themes. So you can specify everything in one place, and that's a little bit better. So you can actually put this back here, like just copying all of this and just paste that in. Everything that should work, but I'll just keep it in the theme itself. Okay, now that we have our app bar, I want some content in the middle. Well, the scaffold has a body property. So let's use that. let's put in body. And if you want to know more about this, come to just search for scaffold. As you can see, we have a lot of stuff. So as you can see, we have a scaffold and a app bar. We have a body, that's what we're specifying right now, that has a center child here faces. Right? Let's do that. In this body, we can specify a text widget. That's going to be hello. Constant, let's save that. As you can see, this is here, but it's not here because of the app bar. Now, if you didn't have an app bar, you would have wrapped this in a widget called the save area widget, right? But because we have an app bar, we don't need to know about that. Okay, I want it in the center, so again, we can wrap this in center. We can put in constant right there, but not here. Save that, and now it's in the center. Now for text, I do like putting it in here. Well, you could also put it here, but for the app bar, actually there is a global style. So on all pages, the app bar is going to be the same, but this specific text might be different on a different page. That's why I like to put in a separate style for this, not in the theme. For example, colors dot gray. And if we hover over this, we can see the different shades of gray. So I'll just go with 900. We get this error because we can't specify constant there. Let's put in a comma. Let's save that. Now, what is this colors actually? I'm using this, but I never explained this. Colors is has given us a built-in, like as you can see, there are many colors here. So color, as you can see, pink primary value. This is a material color pink. Now use pink here. That will work actually, but let's go with red for now. Actually gray. So let's save that, and yeah, so we have our color. So that's just basically material design colors. Now let's see, let's save that. And we don't actually see the difference, but it is become gray. I also want to make this a little bit bigger, so font size 24. Save that. That's bigger. Now I want a custom color instead of a built-in material design color. Well, let's come here, go to colorsinspo.com, and that's a website you can search for colors, right? So you could just take a hex. So for example, I want this orange. I'll copy that, and in the app bar, for the background color, instead of this red, I want that. So let's paste this in. You can't use this. The first thing is because Flutter has a unique way. If I see the colors, as you can see, it has a different way of using colors. And let's see how to use that. Let's go a color, and let's paste this. Now we'll remove this hashtag, and instead of that, we'll go 0x. Now this requires 00. Let's see that. That's okay. So this does it. That's the transparency. FF is most used, and that should be the one we need. And as you can see, we get that. That's nice, but mostly this color should be built in on material design. Let's go ahead, 600. Let's save that. Now, what if I have an RGB value? So let's actually see in RGB value. So RGB editor, come here, and now we will choose a bluish color, this. Now RGB, and yeah, we have these values. So let's use this. So what we can actually do is make a value, so color dot from RGB. For A, you can actually just put in something later, but you know, we can put our RGB values right there and that should work. Anyways, for now I'll just not use this and use colors, right? Okay, now let's make a custom button. So let's come to our home, and that's our scaffold and our centers ending there. So we can actually add a widget in here called floating action button, and this does take a floating action button or actually a widget. Now there is a floating action button. Let's see that this requires the on pressed because buttons are for pressing. Let's just see that. And now we have this. Now notice if I comment this app bar theme and go primary swatch, colors red, you'll notice that both of these become red. And well, but I do want different colors, right? And primary swatch doesn't allow you to give you a strength of the color, right? Let's save that. In floating action button, we should have a child property in which we could put a text or click me. So click me, save that. We get click me. Let's put that constant. This with center. This is just gonna center that. Actually, we can't center it because. But mostly you don't want to use a text widget inside a floating action button, instead an icon. How do you use that? Well, icon widget icons dot, these are some material design icons. I want the one that has, I don't know, just click. So we can search. Let's just go with that, and as you can see, that's a random icon. Actually, let's go with a bus, a metro, meeting mail. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's save. Look at that. Nice. Now what if I want to style this? Well, same way we do this. Come just under that, go floating button theme. This will take a widget called floating action button theme data. Let's see what we have. So we can specify the elevation. Let's set that to be 0. Now we don't have that. Well, I did want that elevation, but we should have a background color, colors dot, and I want a red, but not 600 this time, but 400. Save that. Now that's looking nice. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, be sure to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and in the next video we'll be looking at how to give a custom font to text and images. And the two types of images are going to be network image and asset image. So be sure to watch my next video.